Well, just to say briefly that we haven't had a dog show for 3 years because of the COVID. This year, totally different. After 25 years, we have Spanish judges. And I've just recently returned from judging in Spain. And it's taken 25 years to sort out that we are big friends. We've had to limit the numbers to 1,000 dogs. And it looks like we're very grateful to have the stadium, but I don't know where we go from there. We've got Double Crufts Qualifier and 2 international points. So it's very popular. We opened one day and we closed the same day, and people were panicking. So, but we're very grateful to the ministry and to the Ministry of Culture, Tourist Office, the government, all the hospitality places around the area, and the residents, of course, because it's not fair. We have to take over the place. And it's getting more and more difficult.
And it will be a hive of activity over the weekend, so what's the organisation aspect of it like?
Right, we've got about 15 judges and then however many rings, 15 at least rings. And we have to have stewards in every ring, and all the paperwork has to be done and then returned to central office, which is the FCI in Belgium. And then that's recorded. Now people are coming to this shows because they prefer to come to Gibraltar because it's nearer than Italy, and they're not sometimes keen to go to France because there's often a language barrier. So we have the English, the Spanish, the Portuguese, and it all works really, really well.
And it's an international affair for Gibraltar to be hosting. What is Gibraltar's status? What is Gibraltar's? How well is Gibraltar known in this field, in this world?
Well, all over, yes, because they come from all over, from Scandinavia, France, Spain, Portugal, Germany, and they come for this international point status. Plus the Crufts qualifier, because once you qualify here, you can go to Crufts. Admittedly, you have to register quite early because the show takes place in March, so you've got to register your dog and make all your travel plans. The other big issue we have, of course, in Gibraltar is the lack of space for parking, and we try and squeeze everybody in, so fingers crossed, everybody will be happy.
And local dog owners or those that enter their dogs, what's the sense of feeling like locally when it comes to this event every year?
Yeah, many of them who enter locally have top quality dogs. There are people, Gibraltarian people, who have top quality dogs, and they relish coming to this show. There aren't so many because most Gibraltarians, as you know, have pet dogs, but they probably are proper breed dogs, or crossbreeds. So they'll come along as spectators as well. And we have the junior handling competition on the Sunday at 1 o'clock. So if they want to participate, the youngsters can come along.
For you personally, as you mentioned at the top of the interview, it's been 3 years. What's it like to be able to host the event again?
Oh, fantastic, yes. We've only come out, it sounds bad, we've only come out to the shows really since March, since Crufts was held. And the shows have been really busy throughout Europe, even through the summer, July, August. I judged in Prague and Cantabria and in Tallinn, and it was really hot, as you know, this summer. So it's been difficult as well for the dogs. But everybody's glad to see each other because, let's face it, it's a social event with your dog. And people haven't seen each other for 3 years, so wonderful to come together. And Gibraltar's very friendly.
I wanted to ask you this because you have, of course, been involved with this for so many years, and there are criticisms in some corners that breeding, purebred dogs to emphasize certain features can lead to inbreeding and health problems. What would you say to that?
Well, it's been difficult. Germany and Austria are very strict, and I've seen it face to face, where the vets have banned certain breeds from entering, and they have to have health certificates. That's the way it's going. But most of the kennel clubs are coping well with it. They're advising exhibitors, the breeders are coping well, and they're breeding good dogs. So it is a worry, but we don't have the same difficulties here. We've got 6 breeds that are banned, and they can't even come through the border, like the Argentinian dog and the Tossa, the pit bull. They're not allowed even across the border. So we're particularly lucky in that the government did ban those dogs. But in other countries, the vets have a bigger say, and breeders are quite distressed. It may lead to fewer dog shows, fewer people breeding, because sometimes, as you know, the genetics, the breeding has to be done very, very carefully, because you can end up with problems.